Hi, so I wanted to take a look at pardons and these ridiculous pay for a pardon. What I want to see is how that's going to go and if he's going to leave some people out, given the shortness of time, and if he's going to do something like Trump's going to just alleged for entertainment purposes only. I want to see if he's going to take money, let's say, for the pardon and maybe not be able to deliver that. I could totally see him saying, yeah, I'll pardon you, and then just well, whoops, I ran out of time. So I don't know. That's what I want to look at. Trump and his pardon bribery scheme. Ridiculous. This is the oopsie. It is the Alcheringa deck. I'm not sure what oneiromancy is. I'll have to look at that, but I know what Pardon-pallooza is. Anyway, new deck, Oracle, very cool. Little booklet that comes along with it. Fairly intuitive as well. And beautiful, beautiful artwork. Okay, so we are going to look at Trump and the pardons. Is Trump going to leave some people without pardons? I also want to know, the people that he pardons, will their pardon be overturned because of Trump not being I wonder how that'll go. He's not really legitimate. I just feel like these pardons may get reversed. I don't know. I want to look at that. Is there any chance of that? That's another thing. So, firstly, I want to look at if Trump is going to fail on these pardon promises that he's made to people. People the wealthy people have, certainly done well with him. But what I'm thinking is that these people that he's incited to violence and murder, and insurrection and treason, many of them, I'm sure, will be expecting a pardon from Trump. Will he be able to pardon all of them? Will he even pardon them? Will he be able to? I want to see what activity or non-activity, as is the case, might well be. I just want to have a look, see what's going to go on with that. So let's take a look at these Trump pardons and the question I have, and I ask the universe, ancestors, creator, and the spirit of the oracle to help me to understand what will happen with these pardons. Will some people get very upset that he didn't pardon them, that are doing hard time now? What do you want to reveal to me and my viewers about the Trump pardons? What do we need to know about them? Other than the fact that they're clearly corrupt as hell, and for you can buy them. Of course. Trump has a price. Oh, does he? All right. We get the card of dwellings. Just putting up my heating pad. 2 seconds. It's weird. Put it up. It's really wanting to be a pain. All right. Dwellings. Death. The chasing. Trying to keep the cards in frame so you can see them. And this is the abstract. And up in this corner there is like a mathematic formula. Okay. Well, people are going to learn. It's kind of what I thought. Basically, dwellings is it can be a mentality, a state of mind, a means in which you identify or you establish yourself. And we see a radical change that's going to happen. Excuse me. So I think people are going to, my strongest feeling is here they are chasing after a pardon, and it's going to become something elusive. They're not going to be able to get. Some will be able to, that can afford, basically, afford the sum. This abstract card has a mathematical element and literal sum to it. There's a bit of that aspect that can be brought in from what I've been reading. It's figuring out what it takes. And this is the pursuit, the desire. But there is an ending here. A radical change where I think some people are going to see that not everybody gets the pardon. That is going to make them, these in particular people that are on the other half that do not get the pardon, or that were counting on it and didn't, and those that did, there will be a divide amongst them. And for those that don't get it, or can't afford it, or somehow he doesn't manage it for them, I think they're going to be very disillusioned. The dwellings and the death card and the abstract, really, in reading about them in this deck, really gave me that feeling that there is this change that they're going to see, kind of like, well, it isn't quite what they thought it was. They're seeing there's a bigger picture, and they're all caught up within themselves in this state of mind and this world and lifestyle in which they've lived, but it's ending. what they're chasing is, we're being shown that what they're chasing after in these pardons will end up being in something that's just really abstract. And it will be a radical change for some people. They will be out when they should be in. And there will be people, I definitely feel, that will not get it, that will not be happy with him. More likely the people, I believe, that are your average supporter of his, that are not part of an organized group, but who wind up in jail, doing serious jail, I say prison, doing serious time. And I don't know that he's going to get each and every one of them. I have a feeling it just would be so like him. Yeah, I'll take your money, I'll give you a pardon. Whoops, ran out of time. Try and catch me if you can, you know? So Trump. Vigilance. These are people that totally are focused on this. We get laughter. Oh, I just heard last laugh. It's a joke. I don't see what's funny about it. I guess it's a joke because these people, it's a mockery of true justice, a joke in a very dark sense, and not so much funny, but it's like, you know, when you're saying, this is a mockery. That's what I feel. This is recurring dream. So this is showing that this happens again and again. The chasing. When it falls under the chasing, people have this dream. And they keep I think they keep thinking if they try to seek this. But I feel like there's some okay. This is a different deck. It's an interesting energy. Fear. I'm getting that these are the people I'm being shown, I believe, from the perspective of people that want these pardons. But what they need to know is that there's some sense of mockery. Well, of course, what they're doing is a mockery of justice. They think they can laugh their way out of this with him by buying us. But they're always going to be looking over their shoulder, and I get this pursuit issue recurring and haunting them. And they're not completely at ease. There is fear. So initially it looks all hunky-dory, like, okay, here's the deal. Oh, okay. But, and you're thinking, okay, I'm going to be mindful. I'm going to get away with this. Maybe kind of a bit of a laugh. I want to look at those two cards together more. But these two definitely make me feel like I'm showing somebody that people that are pursuing these pardons because they are definitely afraid of being held responsible, having to hold true, have this on their their record. All of that. Warrior. Yeah, I'm getting people that get mad. They're going to be watching him. A lot of these people that are his supporters, I think now that some have gone to prison and they are starting to see it, and we're laughing, saying, well, what did you expect? And I don't mean that even with this card. I just mean we've been laughing at the the surprise. Particularly, my daughter keeps telling me of this one white woman that she just thinks it's hysterical because she's, moaning that about the revolution, and it's just these people are going to. It's going to dawn on. I really do feel, yes, it's going to dawn more as they see that your average Trump supporter does not get the same treatment that he's giving people that can buy it. This might be where they stop laughing. This gift, to me, this is again them thinking that they're going to get this pardon. And I see people getting more and more, it looks like it's forming on this line, more focused and desperate. And I think they get concerned that they might be being taken advantage of. What if they don't get it? So this pardon is their obsession. That they might be being used too. I do see that energy of Trump, like, oh well, look within. Of course they should, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Maybe I do see some consciousness changing with people when they realize, for some of them, that, hey, he told us to come down there and here we are suffering the consequences. He said he would help us. He said he loved us, but he's not doing anything for us. But oh, look who he's doing it for. I think there will be people that notice that, and it will upset them. And they will look more within. And I get counsel. And when I go this way, I get abstract, fear, and counsel. I get the chasing, recurring dream, look within. Death, laughter, gift. And dwelling, vigilance, warrior. So, but the warrior kind of emerges out of these people from fear. That I think that they're being taken advantage of with regard to the pardon. And I see them pursuing that pardon with great intensity. And for those that don't get it, they're going to need to look within. I think some of them may end up even getting some therapy, realize that they need some therapy at some point, because I think they will be very, very disillusioned. The disillusionment came up to do here, and it shows up again here with these cards. Two more, prophecy and dancing. Let me put this on pause for a moment while I look at those two. Okay, so in just catching up a bit more, I really do love this. This deck is very interesting. I definitely feel that there will be people that are, as I said, going to be very deeply disillusioned that do not get these pardons. And it's okay. I mean, this is one thing that we're being told with this card, with the prophecy, is that there's certain things that are meant to happen so that certain changes in the future, what have you, occur. Hello, bear. So this action is something that even if he does pardon these people, I believe that there is something else that will come about as a result that are significant. But it's like these certain things need to happen. Certain, even though it might be make us very uncomfortable or angry or all of the above, that these people will get, some of them will get these pardons. There is something that is going to happen for them, though they might get them. They're still not going to be entirely free. I see them having to look within. There's something for us to better understand. I think I'm going to get my reading interrupted. No, Bear. Not now. Oh, gosh. Bear. You're making me rearrange everything. She doesn't care. She's like, yes. Sorry, let me just get this comfy for her. Yes, Bear, you can sit right there. Okay, I can, yeah. Got a very large kitty. She is about 15 pounds. And she's not fat. She's long. She's just like a big, I wonder if she has like some Siberian. And she's so cute. Okay, she's sitting with me. So I feel like it's some of these people that do get, there will be people that get them. But there is some precedent, or there's something important for them to have this experience, and for us to make changes, for sure. Because the dancing is like freedom. It's freedom of movement. So let's just see what else. Inspiration. And imbalance. So this imbalance will be addressed. This will set a fire under people's butts to make sure that the whole pardon platform gets changed. I think also in regard to the future, that these people who commit these crimes, and if they think that that means that they've got a carte blanche, always getting away free card, they're wrong. And I think many of them might test that because they're criminal. I mean, that's how they live. So in the future, if they get in trouble, there could be other, I really feel that there will be an interesting things that I can't even begin to articulate in a legal fashion that will come about to change, laws that will change, where pardons and this kind of abuse of power has been able to run amok. So I really feel that there will be people that will take on the imbalance of this, and the fact that it's delusional. It's done under the card of illusion. It is not really it's not authentic. And flying. It's an illusion of freedom. Again, I feel like these people will probably find, although it may sound a bit corny to say, but they may probably find that though they've been pardoned, they're still going to find their life confined in a certain way. Though they're supposed to be free, it's an illusion of freedom. So these pardons may not end up being what these people expect of them to be or mean for them in their future. It could prove to be useless. Movement and destruction because of, I believe, the fact that it comes through a movement of Trump's that is insurrection. It deals with that movement, literally, of traitors. That energy, that it would be just causing damage. And I believe that wherever these people go that are pardoned, I feel like destruction follows them. I don't feel like they have peace. That their freedom is an illusion. The destruction that they brought will haunt them and hang over their doorstep. The source. Stuck. That's because it's not going to... I really feel like, again, that there could be some problems. I don't even pretend to know the legal wording to articulate what I get, but I'm feeling that because of this coming from a hostile president who led an insurrection, these pardons may be nothing more than a fluff. That the joke will be on the people that maybe even with that laughter card. I really do feel, not only because they made a mockery of our justice system, but I feel like, again, that sense of last laugh will be that their pardon isn't going to be valid, I don't think. Their sense of freedom is an illusion. And it has to do with the source that they got it from, who is stuck, is going nowhere. That it's not... I just feel like it's not valid. it's not going to be seen as, I don't know, there could be something there where there's question to the legality of those pardons. So there could be a hitch. And there is shame. And the card of give it time, which means these people are going to have shame that they will not be able to scrub that off. People will not in public be quick to welcome them anywhere they go. Again, they're going to be pariahs. And they will be shamed. I don't think that give it time means necessarily that this activity will stop altogether. It might slow down, but people are angry. So you got your freedom. You might wish you were in prison. Okay, we have work. And healing. These people I definitely believe will have to do, and I think be doing some self-help work here on healing themselves. They are left in such a low and for a period of time. I don't think that this time is kind of the light kind of pat on the back of just give it time. It's, to me, it is indicative that it can actually going to be a considerable time for these people of living with shame, being very, very, very shamed publicly. Some of them hopefully will do inner work that has to change who they are and how they are truly, but you know, some of these people are really messed up and I can't see them doing this. But what I do see is that, and do feel, is that our nation is not going to be about allowing this falsity to continue and this bullshit reward system of Trump's, where now our medals of freedom and things, where they become meaningless. We're going to want to change and bring things so that they are meaningful again, that all these things are meaningful. So I believe there will be some changes that are made, and pardons kind of falls into that area. Again, these people that he's pardoned, it's really what I'm being told by this deck is that their pardon is a joke. Their lives and their sense of freedom are going to be a joke, and not a particularly funny one. And they will feel shame. They will live in shame for a very, very long time. And that it's maddening to see, but just understand that there's more yet that has to play out that is significant. And we will see later on how, in some ways, despite him doing this, it will make us address things and fix them, make them better. Long story short. So, that is my reading with regards to Trump pardons. And I do think that people who cannot afford to come up with that money to get the pardon, yes, some of them will have mental breakdowns because they've been deluded in living on this in this dark tunnel for so long that will be very they believed everything that he said, and this will be a very rude awakening to the average supporter of his that is not wealthy. So, more on that later, but there you go. That's what I have for you on the pardons.